In this video, we're going to be covering some of the changes that just occurred within the specification for the agent-to-agent or A2A protocol. So I'm going to cover these changes because I feel like you have to be familiar and you have to understand how these changes will affect your ability to design and to implement or maintain agents effectively that are using this protocol to collaborate between multiple agents. So we'll talk about some of the recent changes. We'll talk about where you can get help if you need help, and also more importantly, how you can be an active part of the community and engage to make sure that this protocol remains effective and remains the best tool that will allow us to build any kind of agent that we desire to build, particularly those that need to collaborate with multiple agents and implementations to achieve their desired objectives. So some of the changes that took place was that I believe on June 23rd of 2025, the project was donated to the Linux Foundation. So there is a blog post here that covers the details of how this happened, and the announcement was made in Denver at the Open Source Summit at North America. So this happened a few weeks ago. So this was originally a project that was started by Google because they wanted to facilitate this multi-agent collaboration, but eventually it is now part of the Linux Foundation and the A2A project. So the link to the new destination and the new home for the project will be available in the video description. So that's something that I wanted to make sure that you were aware of if you did not know that. Multiple organizations were part of the announcement. So it is not just a Google thing now. Microsoft, Salesforce, other organizations are part of this. I believe it's now over 100 different entities, organizations that are part of the community to support this initiative. So that was one major announcement that happened. There's also several security-related improvements that were added. The one that really caught my attention was the protocol started with just JSON-RPC, similar to how MCP was, but now there is the ability to use gRPC and also to use REST and JSON for the transport layer. So this is something that I think would provide flexibility in scenarios where performance is not really a problem. You can just stick with the REST or JSON-RPC strategy. But if you are in scenarios where you need to have like bidirectional, duplex communications that happen between the client and the server, and multiple clients interacting with these services, I think gRPC is a very good transport addition to this specification. So I'm really excited about this, and I think it will help you. It will provide you with more resources, more tools and strategies and tactics to deploy your agents and to design your agents for different scenarios and handle this effectively without having to always think about doing it from scratch or building something yourself. This is now available in the SDK. There are also additional fields that have been added to the AgentCard. So I believe there is a protocol version now that is added because this is changing so fast. You have to specify what protocol version you are using. So let me go to the specification and let's take a look at some of those changes that have been added. So if you look at the agent structure, the AgentCard structure now, you would see here that the protocol version has been added. So this allows you to specify what protocol this agent is using to communicate. There's also a preferred transport now. So you have JSON-RPC, you have REST and JSON, you have gRPC. So depending on what transport mechanism this agent is using to interact or prefers to use, or is available for you to use, you can do that. And then the additional agent interface, this array of objects allows you to specify the URL and the transport mechanism for each endpoint that the service allows clients to communicate. There's also an icon URL for the agent. So this was not available in the initial specification, but now you have the ability to do this. And imagine like when you are discovering multiple agents, you might want to use icons like how you have in maybe the Google Play Store or the iPhone Store, the Apple App Store, and you see these different icons for the different agents. So things like this will allow you to have a marketplace that is easy visually to discover. I think it's a good addition. There are other things that have been added. I think like the supports authenticated extended card. This is something that was also added recently. So I just wanted to call this out so that you can check it out and see it for yourself. There's also new states that have been added for tasks to inform the clients about the status of the task, where it is. So if you take a look at the task state enumeration, you will see here that we have so many different fields that have been added that was not available in the beginning. So we have submitted, working, input required, meaning that the task has been paused and it will not continue until the client provides what is needed for us to move to the next step. Authentication required means that the client needs to log in and provide the credentials before we're able to proceed to the next step. These are some of the things that have been added to the specification. Another thing is that people in the community were saying that the spec is not sufficient for them to provide all the different data structures that they need for their clients' interactions. So there's now an agent extension that allows you to extend the protocol to give your own data structure and how you want to maintain this contract between you and your clients that are doing that. So to do that is now added as part of the agent extension object. So if we come here, you would see that as part of the agent card, you can specify the extensions. So if you go to the agent card object, I believe there is a way to do the extensions under agent capabilities. So basically what the agent extension does is that you can provide the URI of the extension. You can describe what this extension is about, and if it's necessary or not necessary. And then this map here allows you to specify, it's an object that you can specify the parameters that relate to your particular extension. So check it out and see if this is something that you need for your own implementation. In the recent conference, it was announced that more changes might be coming to the agent card. There's also additional improvements that are anticipated in the agent discovery portion of this. And then there's also work that is being done to facilitate the agent's ability and the client's ability to identify who they are, and we can actually confirm that this is true. I'm not sure if it's going to be using certificates or things like that, but there is work definitely done in this area to facilitate these changes to the protocol that are upcoming. So when it comes to building agents effectively, you cannot do this on your own. You have to be part of a community so that you can work with like-minded people to to exchange ideas, to improve the specification, to improve the SDKs, to improve documentation, and to make all of us have everything that we need to build these agents effectively to achieve the desired outcomes. So if you need to get help, you can visit the project. But I want to focus on how we can give back. So you can contribute by opening issues, kicking off discussions, improving the documentation, whether it is misspelling, something is not right, something is confusing to people that are getting started, even for people that are, for folks that are advanced, modifying the documentation and sending a PR is really going to help. You can also create tutorials on your blogs, YouTube channel, TikTok channels, or whatever, LinkedIn pages. So whatever you are using to engage with your own community, you can use this to create these tutorials and examples for other people to understand, so that all of us can all benefit from it. So if you have blogs, you can do so. If you are a speaker and God has blessed you with the gift of communication, you can talk about this and educate other people on how they can build agents effectively using this protocol. And try to, if you have the ability and the skill and the time and the resources, if you have an idea and you have the time and the resources to implement this particular code change or SDK, you can do so by contributing back, or even reviewing what other people have done in terms of taking a look at the pull requests, taking a look at the discussions, adding your own input before everything is finalized. So the repo is available, and you can take a look at it. The changes are available on this particular page, so you can walk through it and see all the different changes. And if you come over here to the project, you would see that there is a Python SDK, there is a JavaScript, Java. There's now an A2A inspector as well. So this is similar to the MCP inspector that you can use to monitor how your agent is doing and how they are interacting. There's also a .NET SDK. So in each of these repositories, you can click on them. You can take a look at the issues, take a look at the pull requests, take a look at the discussions, and contribute and give back. So this is what I'm trying to encourage all of you to do. I think it's a nice way, and it's a healthy way to be part of a community. If you pay attention to what's happening, it would expand your perspective and help you to understand what it takes and what you need to build these agents effectively. So giving back not just helps the community, but it helps you as a person to be better and more skilled in what you are doing. So that was everything I wanted to cover in this particular video. If you like this video, please share with someone you think would benefit from it. Give it a thumbs up as well, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this in the future. I thank you very much for your time today, and I will see you in the next video.